There's always room for dessert, no matter how many dinners you eat. Anything goes, whether it's a donut, a chocolate truffle cake, a waffle, or Gulab jamun. Desserts may make one's mouth swim just thinking about them. The following is a list of 15 well-known desserts from throughout the world. Find them, taste them, and have fun. Number 15. Baklava, Turkey. Baklava is a delicious creamy dessert pastry comprised of layers of phyllo dough filled with chopped nuts and glued together with a rose or orange blossom water, sennet syrup, or honey. It's usually baked in large tins, then drizzled with extra syrup before being chopped into smaller pieces. It's a classic Turkish delicacy that can be found in practically any gift shop that sells sweets and chocolate baskets. It's full and utterly delectable. Baklava comes in a variety of flavors that are given, shared, and enjoyed throughout the festive season in European countries. Many people all over the world enjoy the sticky sweet combination that results. Number 14. Cinnamon rolls. Sweden. Flour, cinnamon, sugar, and butter are used to make these divine rolls, which are popular not just in North America and Europe, but across the world. Cinnamon buns are one of my absolute favorites. They have a molten chocolate center filling and are topped with ice cream or whipped cream. Are you salivating already? This is a must-try because once you've tried it, you'll be thanking the Swedish for the rest of your life. Number 13. Banoffee pie, England. Banoffee pie, also known as banoffee, is an English dessert pie made with bananas, cream, and toffee, and served on a pastry or crumbled biscuit and butter base. It's creamy, rich, and filling, and some variations include coffee or chocolate, or both. What more does one require? Number 12. Crème brûlée, France.
Creme brulee. It's sweet. It's irritatingly perfect.
A rich custard base is topped with a contrasting layer of crunchy caramel in crème brûlée, also known as burnt cream, crema catalana, or Trinity cream. It's best to serve it at room temperature. The custard foundation is usually flavored with vanilla, although it can be flavored with a variety of other ingredients. At least once in your life, give your taste buds a treat with this famous French delicacy. 11. Apple pie, America. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm sure you've heard about it. An apple pie, also known as an apple tart in some regions, is a fruit pie with an apple as the main filling ingredient. It's sometimes topped with whipped cream or ice cream or served with cheddar cheese. The richness of the applesauce can only be appreciated until you've taken a bite out of a pie. A nice apple pie has a buttery, flaky crust with a warm, gooey, spiced filling. This simple and traditional dessert is a grandmother's favorite in books and movies. Give apple pie another shot if you've been so unlucky. Number 10. Mava pudding, South Africa. Mava is derived from the African word for marshmallow, and its texture is similar to that of a marshmallow. Mava pudding is a gooey sponge cake baked with apricot jam and served warm with a creamy sauce or custard, and it comes from South Africa. It's commonly offered in restaurants, so look for it on dessert menus if you're in South Africa. Mava pudding is easy to eat thanks to its comfortable texture and excellent flavor. Number 9. Picarones, Peru. Picarones are a Peruvian dish that dates back to the viceroyalty of Lima. Buñuelas, a sort of donut brought to the colonies by Spanish conquistadors, are similar in appearance. Picarones are prepared from a combination of sweet potatoes and a squash called maker. Vegetables are pureed, then the dough is made using flour, sugar, and yeast. The dough is formed into rings and fried once it has had time to rise. Picarones swiftly climb to dessert nirvana when combined with a house-made syrup. One bite into a freshly produced picarone reveals just how much more this little delight has to give. Number 8. Mochi, Japanese. Mochi is a Japanese rice cake prepared from mochigam, a bowl of short-grain sticky rice native to Japan. Glutinous rice, specifically which, when pounded, forms a sticky, sweet consistency that's ideal for this Japanese treat. It is traditionally made in Japan in a ceremony known as mochitsuki. Nowadays, you may get mochi loaded with a variety of fillings, such as savory flavors like taro or a sweetened paste derived from red adzuki beans. These rice cakes can be shaped into a variety of interesting shapes, some of which have been utilized for religious purposes in the past. Number 7. Tiramisu, Italy. This is another Italian dessert that is rich in cream and coffee. It's light, tasty, and can be found in almost every cafe. Pastries, jars, cakes, puddings, and much more are available in tiramisu. It's prepared with lady fingers, dipped in coffee and covered with a cocoa-flavored whipped mixture of eggs, sugar, and mascarpone cheese. Tiramisu, which literally means pick-me-up in Italian, is the perfect finale to any Italian meal and can be found in nearly every restaurant in the country. Number 6. Crepes. Because life isn't worth living if you don't have crepes. A crepe is a sort of very thin pastry made mostly of wheat or buckwheat flour. This delicacy is widely found on roadside booths in Western countries, and it comes with a variety of fillings from which you can choose. Fill the crepe with whatever you like, whether it's chocolate, blueberry puree, maple sauce, or anything else that appeals to your palate. Number 5. Pastéis de nata, Portugal. Pastéis de nata is a traditional Portuguese custard tart with a crispy, flaky pastry exterior and a sweet, creamy custard middle. It's tough to eat just one of these, especially when served warm with a thin sprinkle of cinnamon. If you're vacationing in Portugal this year, you'll be returning for more. Number 4. Gulab jamun, India. Gulab jamun is without a doubt one of the most delicious desserts on the planet. Consider a bite-sized deep-fried donut dipped in a sweet syrup. Imagine something even better, and you've got gulab jamun on your hands. Gulab jamun is produced by combining the dried milk powder, flour, yogurt, and clarified butter with flavorings, then forming them into balls and deep-frying them. After soaking for a few hours in an infused syrup, it's sprinkled with crushed nuts and served. It's one of the best sweets from around the world, and it's typically offered in Southern Asia to celebrate festivals and festivities, as well as to welcome visitors. If you're spending your summer vacation in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, or Sri Lanka, there's a good chance you'll be served gulab jamun in a restaurant. Number 3. S'mores, USA. If you're going to North America for your summer vacation, you'll want to taste a s'more, especially because August 10th is National S'mores Day. S'mores, which are said to be a contraction of the words some and more, was initially eaten around a campfire at scout camps in the 1920s. Two biscuits are sandwiched together with melted chocolate and marshmallows, which are traditionally melted over the campfire. For these delectable delights, why not bake yours? Have a little s'more. Number 2. Churros, Spain. Churros are deep-fried dough sticks that originated in Spain but are now very famous in Latin America, especially in Mexico, Colombia, and Guatemala. Churros are prepared with shoe-like pastry that is piped into hot oil through a star-shaped nozzle and fried till golden brown before being dusted with sugar. They're usually served for breakfast, dipped or drizzled with hot chocolate or dulce de leche, although they're also on certain restaurant dessert menus. Number 1. Lamingtons, Australia. Lamingtons are traditionally made from a small square of vanilla sponge dipped in chocolate and dusted with desiccated coconut. But they can also have a layer of jam sandwiched between two halves. Lord Lamington, the governor of Queensland in the late 1890s, is claimed to be the inspiration for the Lamingtons. According to the story, he had some unexpected guests, so his chief dipped leftover vanilla sponge cake in chocolate and coconut before serving them to the guests. This only adds to the growing body of evidence that the world's best sweets are frequently created by accident. These treats are so popular that they're claimed to sell out swiftly at bake sales and professional bakeries alike. Which of the aforementioned desserts would you most likely try? Are there any additional desserts you think should be included? Please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.